Recently, Russia hosted the BRICS Plus summit where representatives of 36 countries, including 22 heads of state, attended. The gathering in Kazan, Russia, showcased the appeal of a group that includes some of the world's largest economies and most populous countries. However, Saudi Arabia has been hesitant to join BRICS amid concerns that it could cause a backlash from its key defense partner, the United States. BRICS recently became BRICS Plus after the addition of 4 new members: Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE. It was significant that 32 countries' leaders attended the summit and wanted to join BRICS. However, Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince and Prime Minister Mohammed bin Salman was missing. Despite having received an invitation to join BRICS last year, Saudi Arabia has not joined it till now. Here the question arises: what are the potential pitfalls of joining BRICS? What is holding Saudi Arabia back from joining BRICS? Before I proceed, I encourage you to consider liking the video and don't forget to share your views on the topic in the comment section below. Your feedback is invaluable for us and a wider audience around the world. Essentially, the kingdom has done a cost-benefit analysis and concluded that for the time being, it is more prudent to hold off on accepting the BRICS Plus invitation. BRICS membership also comes with potential risk, particularly regarding political entanglements. There are many reasons behind not joining BRICS till now, with the most important one being Riyadh's concern about what joining could mean for Saudi Arabia's relationship with Washington, which has put the kingdom under significant pressure to not accept its BRICS Plus invitation. However, this does not mean that Riyadh is not interested in joining the BRICS later. BRICS Plus offers many future markets for Saudi Arabia. It's quite clear that the Saudis have quite a lot to gain from BRICS Plus countries in terms of access to the global South market and deepening trade relationships. At the same time, Saudi Arabia could bring much to the BRICS Plus table. The kingdom's joining the BRICS would significantly increase the percentage of world's crude oil produced by BRICS Plus members. Additionally, through its sovereign wealth fund, Saudi Arabia's membership in BRICS Plus could open up many investment, trade, and commerce opportunities for the bloc's existing members. But for now, something is keeping Saudi Arabia at bay. The kingdom's leadership seems to have concluded that at this juncture, the economic benefits of entering the bloc, which presents itself as an alternative to the Western-led order, would probably not outweigh the costs to its partnership with the US. There is no denying the relevance of great power competition. The kingdom's entry into BRICS Plus could risk putting Riyadh under more geopolitical pressure due to ongoing geopolitical tensions between Moscow and the West, and the rivalry between China and the US could complicate the Saudi diplomatic balancing on the international stage. Washington could perceive a Saudi entry into the bloc as a major win for China and Russia at the expense of US interests in terms of dollar hegemony and other issues. Although Saudi Arabia seeks to assert its autonomy internationally and diversify its partnership in an increasingly multipolar world, Riyadh tends to pursue this balancing act with much more caution than Abu Dhabi, whereas the UAE can shield itself from much criticism in Washington due to the Abraham Accords. Saudi Arabia's lack of a normalized relationship with Israel puts it in a different position. Given the BRICS Plus consensus favoring de-dollarization, the Saudi leadership is careful. The potential return of Donald Trump to the White House might increase China-US tensions and backfire on Saudi-US relations should Riyadh formally join BRICS. Trump established a record of imposing tariffs on countries during his first term and has been clear about continuing to do so on nations that move down the de-dollarization path. While on the campaign trail last month, the Republican presidential hopeful announced, "You have the dollar and you are not doing business with the United States because we are going to put 100% tariff on your goods." Considering that Saudi exports are relatively low, with the kingdom not even being one of the US's top 25 import partners last year, such a tariff might have a limited impact on Riyadh's trade interests. However, Trump might take other steps to go after countries that move in the de-dollarization direction, a possibility that Saudi Arabia is unlikely to ignore. Another important factor is defense cooperation with the US. Meanwhile, the US remains the unrivaled defense partner and arms provider for Saudi Arabia. The kingdom was the world's second largest arms importer in 2019 to 2023, with the US supplying 75% of the weapons. Riyadh's extensive cooperation with the West on security and military matters may make BRICS membership a precarious choice. Realistically, neither China nor Russia has the will and capacity to replace the US as Saudi Arabia's security guarantor. This fact is not lost on Saudi decision makers. The US and Saudi Arabia are enjoying warmer relations as of late, so a delay makes sense as Riyadh gauges how much BRICS can truly benefit Saudi Arabia versus how much it's getting from the US. Also, the US is about to restart offensive arms sales to Saudi, something BRICS cannot offer. Thus, the potential expansion of the US security umbrella, which is a delicate issue that Riyadh and Washington have been negotiating, is a key factor to consider. If Saudi Arabia joins BRICS, it would still maintain good relations with the US. Definitely, it would create friction in the relationship and bureaucratic resistance to rise. Some US politicians and media influencers oppose closer ties with Saudi Arabia, and the signing of a defense treaty will have one more reason to raise red flags over the kingdom's loyalty to Washington. The challenge is how to balance the kingdom's economic and political interests with those of traditional Western allies, notably Washington and the rising nations in the East. The kingdom has effectively built economic and political relations through bilateral channels, making BRICS membership seem more symbolic than necessary. Most of Saudi Arabia's objectives can be achieved directly, and its selective participation in BRICS-related events already reflects a form of de facto involvement. This approach allows the kingdom to align with its interest while mitigating potential risk with the West, which sometimes views BRICS as an adversarial bloc. In broad terms, the kingdom is expected to continue pursuing a pragmatic and balanced approach, focusing on retaining its strategic autonomy. While formal BRICS membership may not be crucial, Saudi Arabia will continue to engage with the bloc in a concrete and meaningful way. In doing so, the kingdom will likely aim to maintain strong relationships with both BRICS nations and its traditional Western allies without fully aligning with either bloc. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for new videos on important international topics.